Disclaimer. I doesn't claim any of the arts. All the picture shown belongs to the respective artist and company. If you are original owner and want me to remove the video, I will do it immediately. Just send me an email to inform me. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Chapter begins, and we see the aftermath of Kim and Gregor's battle. The dust is clearing from the arena, and all of the audience are stunned. They didn't know what just happened. They were saying, "What? What happened? That weird curtain made it impossible to see anything. Did Kim Taehyun win?" Then we see Marcus, surprised. He doesn't know what is going on in that arena and thinks to himself, what's going on? That black curtain dropped, and the match was over in an instant. What happened inside? After that, the scene changes, and we see Gregor struggling to stand after Kim's attack. He stands on his feet with difficulty and says to Kim, "Who said that the match is over? It's not over yet, not yet! I haven't lost yet! I'll kill you, Kim Taehyun!" With full rage, he activates his skill once more, and his eyes glow blue as he covers his body with a blue aura, trying to turn himself into a giant wolf again. Seeing this, Park Sung-jin, Yoo Ah-young, and Kwon activate their skills and rush to the arena to protect Kim from Gregor. They will protect Kim from Gregor no matter how strong their opponent is. With that, Yoo Ah-young says, "All this talk about killing, was the bet always this extreme?" Then we see Kwon, ready to fight, saying, "Just admit your defeat already." Park Sung-jin suggests to Gregor that he withdraw from the fight and says, "Any further fighting won't just be about the bet, will it? Stand down, Gregor Gale." Seeing them in the arena, Kim gets surprised and says, "Player Park Sung-jin and player Yoo Ah-young, since when have you all been here?" Just then, the chairman rolls up his sleeves and adjusts the collar of his shirt. He interrupts Kim's words and says, "Watching from the very beginning. I was going to watch quietly, but it seemed like things were getting out of hand. Leave the rest to us." Seeing him, Kim is surprised. He doesn't know what to say. With that, all of Kim's allies get ready to confront Gregor in his wolf form. Gregor sees them and gets pissed off. He says with rage, "You dare to try and stop me? You insolent fools! Fine, then I'll take you all down right here." But Marcus interrupts Gregor's words and says, "Shut up, Gregor. If you escalate things further, Cody will really step in and punish you. No matter how reckless you are, you know what happens if Cody gets serious, don't you?" Upon hearing Cody's name, Gregor trembles, clenches his teeth, backs down from battle, returns to his human form, and leaves the arena. As the situation calms down, Marcus says, "I sincerely apologize, player Kim Taehyun. Please forgive our rudeness. And now that things have come to this, it's awkward to bring this up, but would you consider joining the U.S. Player Association?" Hearing that, everyone is shocked, even Gregor himself, and the chairman gets angry and says, "What kind of impudence is this? Right in front of the president of the association!" But Marcus ignores the chairman and continues saying, "Whatever conditions you want, we'll meet them. And with China's unexplored dungeon, we can assemble the best raid team if you're with us." Hearing his words, Kim replies, "I'll take the scouting offer as a compliment to my skills and about China's unexplored dungeon. My next destination is Japan anyway." Upon hearing Kim's words, Marcus wonders why Kim wants to go to Japan first. With that, Kim looks at his phone to check the news. Seeing the news about Japanese players in Yoshikawa, he says, "Yes, it seems that Japan's Saintess, Yoshikawa Tsurara, has awakened." Then the scene changes to a blood-red sea where Yoshikawa is running in a hurry as if something or someone is chasing her. She is gasping for breath with an injured, worried, and scared look on her face. Suddenly out of nowhere, tentacles appear and rush toward Yoshikawa. As they reach her, they grab Yoshikawa and stop her from escaping. She is scared and doesn't know what to do. Her eyes are terrified. Her only wish is for this nightmare to end as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Yoshikawa wants these tortures to stop. Suddenly, the tentacles that held her disappear as Yoshikawa comes to her senses with the roar of a predation monster and finds herself in front of a throne. She hears someone say, "You're the one who started this in the first place, weren't you? And now you're asking me to stop. How utterly disgusting." Hearing this, Yoshikawa sees that the person is Kim Taehyun's inner demon. She observes as the predation monster roars, opens its mouth, and devours her. Thank you for watching my video so far. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Then Yoshikawa wakes up from this nightmare with intense pain, a pain that could cause her screams to fill the whole room. Seeing this suffering of Yoshikawa, all her guards are worried about her health. After she wakes up and gathers herself, she thinks to herself, a nightmare. This nightmare again. After seeing Kim Taehyun's mental landscape and falling into a coma, this nightmare began as soon as I woke up. Whenever I pass through countless tentacles of unknown origin, a mysterious being in Kim Taehyun's form greets me. Then comes death, followed by waking up. How long will I have to endure this pain? Until I die. Despite the pain, Yoshikawa tries to get out of bed but finds her bodyguards insisting she must rest. She asks her bodyguards, "The Nakata Shinji. Where is the Nakata Shinji? If it's not by my side, then where is he?" The guards are unable to answer her question. Thus, Yoshikawa breathlessly goes toward the door, despite all the pain she feels inside in search of the Nakata Shinji. As she opens the door, her eyes widen in shock. She sees that the Nakata Shinji is in battle with none other than Kim Taehyun himself. The Nakata Shinji swings his sword with all his power and speed to hit Kim. However, despite his efforts, Kim can see all his movements and dodge them with minimal effort. As Kim Taehyun dodges Nakata Shinji's attacks with a smile on his face, he says, "Even if I'm not here to fight, it turns out like this. I'm only here to..." But Nakata Shinji interrupts Kim's words with extreme anger. "Your goal must obviously be Lady Tsurara. You piece of trash. I'll repay the humiliation Lady Tsurara suffered." With that, Nakata Shinji jumps into the air, readying himself for an attack. He activates his power, the Soulbringer, and as his whole body gets covered with a white aura, many ghosts appear next to him as he attacks Kim with his sword, but his movements are very slow for Kim. He can see each one of them clearly and get rid of them with minimal effort. Meanwhile, Kim thinks to himself, Soulbringer, a skill said to cut even souls with its radiant blade. But seriously, everyone, the problem is they don't listen unless they're hit. With that, Kim activates his shadow skin and covers his body with it. He easily catches Nakata Shinji's katana with his hand. Seeing this, Nakata Shinji gets shocked. He doesn't understand how this is possible. Kim grabs Nakata Shinji's weapon and kicks him in the face with full power, sending him flying. With that powerful kick, Nakata Shinji hits the door, causing great destruction as it shatters completely. Seeing this shocking sight, Yoshikawa doesn't understand what is happening right now. She rushes over to Nakata Shinji, holding him while trying to wake him up. Then Kim approaches, saying, "Yoshikawa Tsurara, I came looking for you for two reasons. One, to find out what you saw in my mental landscape." Hearing Kim's words makes Yoshikawa start shaking again. She can't believe that Kim Taehyun is really standing in front of her. With that, Kim continues speaking. "The other is to stop the largest dungeon break in history from happening." Then the scene changes to waves in an unknown sea. They grow stronger until they form a huge whirlpool, a whirlpool that does not stop. We see two men who appear to be players, standing on a pier as if stationed there to guard against the whirlpool. One of them looks at it through a camera, saying, "So this is the entrance to the unexplored dungeon? No matter how you look at it, it just looks like a massive storm. Rumor has it there's a gate leading to a dungeon inside that storm. The storm must be caused by mana leaking from the gate." But the other assures him nothing special will happen, saying, "But don't worry, there hasn't been a single sign of a break. We're just here as insurance, nothing more." That place is part of the Unexplored Dungeon Surveillance Team from Japan Players Association. Suddenly, the man holding the camera sees something strange. Upon noticing it, his eyes widen in shock as he exclaims, "I think I see something inside the storm. Is it just my imagination?" The scene then changes again, where we see a monster say, "Lord Kentakenis, everything is ready, my lord. As per your orders, we've gathered mana and energy for decades, and finally today." It seems these monsters are some kind of centaur trying to attack Earth. Then we see a great army of centaurs gathered inside that whirlpool, as if a gate within it has been broken open. A massive centaur with huge horns enters. Everyone calls him Lord Kentakenis, asking him for their next order. Kentakenis commands them to be silent. He grabs one of them, picks him up, opens his mouth and eats him, saying, "The more we eat, the stronger we become." then there's only one thing left to do. For my son, for Grand Duke Borgal, we shall leave this place slaughtering humans and devouring them. Let the blood festival begin. This giant centaur is Grand Duke Orgal's Lieutenant Kentakinas, whose rank is SS, and thus this chapter ends. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Support this channel by liking this video and subscribing the channel. And if you want me to recap another manhwa or manga, write its name in the comments section. And if you want to know that what happened in previous chapters, you can watch them in this channel. Stay tuned for next chapters.